Shalom, shalom, everybody. What is going on? I see Andre Stone in the house. Geraldo, salute. V. Davis, Jordan, Clint's in the building. Isaiah, what up? Truth Lover, RC Talks. General Joshua David, Jane Doe in the building. Melda Melly, Rich King Litmo. What's good? What's good? Double D Animations. Listen, y'all know what to do. Pound that like button on your way in. We on a late night hike. And I got a very interesting show for y'all tonight. And look, man, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I enjoy stories like this. You know why? Because I feel like it's a big reality check to the modern woman. It is a reminder that the things that she get away with here in the Western world, you can't go overseas with these same antics and shenanigans y'all be coming with. You just can't do it. You got to know how to humble yourself when you traveling abroad. So apparently there's a social media influencer. I believe she's pretty popular on TikTok. She was all geeked up about going to Dubai, and she ended up going out there and getting arrested. She's based out of Texas. She happens to be a truck driver by the name of Tierra Young Allen. She done had her passport confiscated. She's been in custody for 2 months, ladies and gentlemen. She's been incarcerated for 2 months because she decided to raise her voice at a man in Dubai. This is the actual factual. So now she's sitting in a rotten jail cell, pleading for her life, going through a very hellacious experience because she didn't know how to control that mouth. And I know some would say, well, new breed off the break. Some would say new breed, that's rather harsh just for raising her voice. On the contrary, women should be having the utmost respect for men, even in a circumstance in which the man is wrong. It's not in your place to raise your voice. You got to use wisdom out here, especially when you in a distant land. And Fakani Lacrae says, because you hate black women, laughing emojis. But you over here watching me. So, I'm going to do you a real favor. Farewell. Farewell. I hate black women because I'm covering the news. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Good thing is you don't have to watch me no more. Skedaddle. Now, you see what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Do you see what I'm talking about? With our women. Do you see? I mean, she comes in here and proves the point that there's no respect. Now, I like these kind of stories because these women need a reality check. You can't go over there running your mouth that way. See, what goes on in the Western world is not normal. It's not normal for you to raise your voice at a man talking about you do what the F you want, yada, 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 snapping your neck back and forth, being combative when you're corrected. No, that's not normal. Do you understand? That's not normal for a woman to do that. Even if the man is incorrect, the Bible actually tell you how to move in wisdom, how to surpass all of that. See, your weapon is not brute force. You cannot usurp authority over a man and think that that's going to go anywhere if you're dealing with a man, right? Matter of fact, Proverbs 31:26 says she opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. That means when you're being corrected or offended, you know how to use your mouth for wisdom. That's what a real woman knows how to do. Whether she's in a disagreement or agreement, she knows how to use wisdom. And let's make this clear. Those Arabs over there, they don't play that. The law is totally different over there. Matter of fact, they tell you in the United Arabs Emirates, the foreign travel advice, it tells you right here in the dress code, they don't even want women Dressing all scantily clad. It says women should dress modestly when in public areas like shopping malls, clothes. They should cover the tops of the arms and the legs, and underwear should not be visible. Swimming attire should be only be worn on beaches and swimming pools. And for the record, cross dressing is illegal as well in Dubai. Um, Offensive behavior, such as swearing, making rude gestures, including online, are considered obscene acts, and offenders can be jailed or deported. Taking particular care when dealing with the police and other officials. They don't even tolerate public affection like that in Dubai. It's just different out there. And for the person who said get to the story, guess what? You blocked too. Where are these people coming from? Hold on, where's this person at? Let's get this person right on up out of here talking about get to the story. I'm definitely covering the story right now. Idiot. Yeah, Dubai don't play those kind of games. You just can't come over here talking, come over there or over here talking crazy. It's just not happening. Straight up. Now, and apparently she's gotten her passport taken away. Um, the whole nine. So she's trapped over there. Let's see what the news got to say.
The last 2 months are described as terrifying for a Houston woman who we're told is being detained in Dubai.
Fox 26's Dominique Keith joining us live near downtown Houston with why she's being held. Dominique.
Well, the crime she's charged with may surprise you, and Dubai is increasingly becoming a vacation spot for a number of Houston women. One who's there right now, according to her social media page, is trying to get back to the Bayou City. But according to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
Yeah, she was going over there, snapping her neck back and forth, talking all that hoorah, that rah-rah, thinking that she was in America, and she got them cuffs slapped on her and thrown in that pissy jail cell. That's what she thought. You know, she thought that she can just base up at a man. She thought that was cool. You know, she used to doing what she do over here, right? And I'm gonna say this. What the hell? Well, let me ask this. What the hell was she doing in Dubai? Why is it that these ladies like to take these girls trips by themselves to places like Dubai? Honestly, before everybody get in their fifis and start defending this woman, ask yourself what the hell she doing in Dubai. Because anybody who know about travel, the only reason those guys want y'all flying over to Dubai is to get peed on, all kind of films get done, you get flued out just to do the unthinkable, to get to a bag. Let's just be real about it. Let's just be real about it before y'all start defending and not, acting oblivious to why these women be going over there to Dubai. These men be straight defiling those women over there. Somebody said she was driving a truck in Dubai. What do you mean she was driving a truck in Dubai? Let's just be 100 with it. They be going up to Dubai to get upgraded. Somebody said she thought she was having a time of her life. That's what happens. They go up there, they get tricked off on, but somehow, she forgot where she was at. Because let's make this real clear. Those men over there don't give a damn about you BWs. They don't care. They look at you like something to be used just to be played with and packed up and sent right back to the States. They're not going to deal with your attitude. You are simply used for recreation. They use your body. They basically violate you in every which way, get you a BBL, throw you a few thousand, and send you back on your merry way. But you bet not go over there causing no problems. You bet not bring that attitude over there. No, you keep that for your melanated men. You combat your men over there. You be a thorn in their side, but they use you for pleasure and pleasure alone. And then they pack you up and they send you back home. Now stop me when I'm telling you a lie. Anyway, let's continue.
It also could result in prison time. So it's very scary.
The trip turned terrifying for Tierra Young Allen when her mom says she was a passenger in a friend's rental car and they got into an accident there in Dubai.
Can't even drive.
Tina Baxter says when
She was a passenger, so the friend she was with more than likely was a female friend. They was probably out Dubai by themselves in a rental car, going around place to place, getting to that money, getting to the bag, or trying to stunt for social media to show that they in Dubai. And look what happened. Anyway, let's continue.
her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money.
Exactly. If y'all wrecked a vehicle, things work different there. If y'all got in an accident and y'all wrecked a vehicle, they're not giving you nothing back until the debt is paid. That's just how it works. I mean, you're not at home. The rules are different in various places. Now, if you had a man there with you, they could have reconciled the situation, and they kind of could have came to an amicable, resolution. But no, soon as something wasn't going your way, this is what these BWs like to do. They like to run their mouth. They like to scream and shout. They have no conflict resolution whatsoever. And I'm just speaking the truth. And I really don't give a damn who's offended. Because if you're a BW who doesn't do these things, who understands biblical law, how to maintain yourself, how to deal with people, how to actually follow, truth, how to have strength and honor and not be a brawling woman, then you shouldn't be at all offended by what I'm saying. And, of course, they're going to word it like she's targeted and provoked. She was targeted and provoked. No, they got in an accident. She was out there doing God knows what in Dubai. And they didn't, they couldn't come with a resolution. So she got to screaming and shouting when she really needed a muzzle on her mouth. She was being ghetto and ignorant. Now she's sitting up in jail. And it's so many women used to rising up against men. They think it's normal. Y'all don't think it's nothing wrong with a woman screaming and shouting at a man. That's unnatural. It's unnatural.
She dealt with a very aggressive individual.
He was very aggressive. Yeah. How do we know that?
Young man.
A man's supposed to be aggressive, by the way. Y'all just wrecked his vehicle. And y'all was probably already having an attitude as soon as you got there, acting like the company owe y'all something when y'all out here wrecking vehicles.
Who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately...
I can look at her with the green hair and tell that she be snapping, bro. I can look at her, bro. I can read her spirit real quick, bro. I can tell you right now, she was in there joint going off. I can look at her face and tell she be tweaked out. I can tell you that right now. Well, New Breed, you judging. What gave it away? Well, why you saying that? It's maybe the green hair. I don't know. But I can tell you now, she on some city girls type swag, bro. It don't take me much to see that this woman probably doesn't have respect for men. Yeah, she was probably in there clapping her hands and everything. This is a straight fact, man. But y'all going to these other countries thinking it's sweet out here. I'm telling you. Let's make this clear. Proverbs 31:25 says, strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. Strength and honor are her clothing. Strength and honor is not you running your mouth. It's not you rising up. The strength of a woman is having wisdom to know how to deal. See, women are very wise. Let's make this clear. Don't think for a second, fellas, that they don't know how to hold their tongue. Don't think for a second that they don't know how to chill out and be quiet. Nah, That ain't the case at all. They like to base up because America and the Western world gave them that ability. They feel like they have all the power in this matriarchal, gynocentric society that they just abuse the power that was given. Seriously. And now look, you're in jail because you don't know how to keep your mouth closed. You don't know how to deal respectfully. And you thought them people was out there playing with you. They need to bring these laws to America.
Yelled back at the rental car agent. She said
She yelled back at him. She yelled. See what? Listen, if he yelled, right, as a woman, you can't beat him with the hands. You can't see him. I mean, what you gonna fist fight him? Man, what are you gonna do? Why yell? What is that gonna resolve? See, if you wasn't out there by yourself, you wouldn't have had that issue. See, when they see you ladies out there, they see vulnerability. Y'all thinking y'all empowered because y'all can go to certain places. Anyway, let's continue.
says resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
She was in there acting like a wild ass animal, and they locked her and they treated her like one. They locked you right on up, didn't they? Yeah, because she didn't know how to have respect. Somebody says she in jail and her YouTube on a big time pause. That's what's happening. I think she's popular on TikTok. Somebody said, I have a wife and she knows better than to raise her voice at me. Shoot, she knows her place and respects it. And I respect her exactly. Razor Ray, you have a good one. Because any woman, any real woman should know you don't never base up, rise your voice up at no man. Straight up. That's not normal. It's not normal for you to rise up at a man, even if even if you don't like the correction you're receiving. See, the problem is these women, these modern women, believe that they're above correction. They don't even know how to handle masculinity. They don't know how to handle a man being a man. Because 9 times out of 10, they didn't really respect their fathers, or they didn't have fathers, and they're not used to a man being a man. Men are here to correct you, woman. You don't sit up there and be raising your voice up at a man. And when you grow up, when you really grow up and mature, rather, you'll realize that you're going to get nowhere doing that. Even if a man is wrong, let's say hypothetically, their story checks out, right? Which I don't believe anything they say because they're liars. The modern women lies, right? Now, let's say hypothetically, the man was wrong. Okay, ma'am, how do you think you're going to fight that by yelling and screaming? Publicly screaming. Do you think anything is going to get resolved by you yelling back and forth with a man in a foreign land? You're a tourist in their land. Do you think being masculine is going to get you out of trouble? What if that man would have came across the desk on you? Then what? But listen how they paint the picture.
The car agent, she says, resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
She was in there screaming.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country,
you raised the voice of a man.
A female is not even allowed to raise her voice. If she raises her voice, it's punishable by jail time.
Now, I know all the ladies in the chat are, they don't know how to feel about this. You mean raising her voice at a man is punishable by jail time? Yes. Among other things. Among other things is illegal. You women just dressing like smut buckets and skanks. Guess what? You can go to jail for that too. Straight like that. And you know what? I like the laws there. I like those laws. There's nothing more I can't stand than a loudmouth ratchet in public, basing up, being masculine. It's nothing more that just makes my skin itch than when I hear a man try to correct a woman and she get to lashing out and don't know how to respond. It's nothing more that disgusts me, that I find more putrid in a woman than a woman who don't have no wisdom at all with her mouth, bro. I don't give a damn what you look like. You can be fine as all outdoors, but if you don't know how to speak and you don't know how to take correction from a man, you are of no value. You are of no value. Because if you don't respect a man, you don't even respect yourself, ma'am, because you came from a man. Yeah, you came from our rib. If you don't respect a man, you don't respect yourself. It shows that you just are totally lost. All these women want to be damn city girls. All of these women want to walk around listening to all these demonic ass rappers, feeling like they empowered. Y'all running around listening to Glorilla. Some chick named Sexy Red, and she looked like Young Thug, bro. Seriously. She looked like Young Thug. And these are the women y'all following after. These women are straight demons, bro. Straight up. Yeah, we definitely need those laws in America. Straight up. I don't care who how they feel about it. Because they ain't going to change the fact that she's been sitting in jail for weeks for running her mouth. They ain't going to change it. That's what it's going to take for some of y'all to see the error of your ways. Yep. Ecclesiastes 36:24. He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Exactly. And that's what a lot of these ladies don't understand. That when you are with a man, and this is kind of off topic because we talking about this circumstance, but let me drop the jewels. If you with a man, you are a possession, a prized possession, but you are supposed to be a pillar of rest to that man. Even if that man is incorrect with something, you're supposed to win that man over through chaste conversation and through modesty. That's how you win a man over. And listen, nowhere in God's laws will it ever tell you ladies it's okay to yell at a man and you try to usurp authority or try to be masculine and combative with a man. Nowhere in scripture. Seriously. Yep. Empress says it's illegal to be a single mother in Dubai. Wow, I don't know how they would make that illegal. I want you to explain that a little bit. Yeah, you got these women rappers running around talking about they booty hole brown, bro. That's what these rappers, they walk around dragging they pretty much dragging their asses on the ground like a bitch in the heat. Yeah, a bitch in heat, a female dog in heat, talking about they booty hole brown. Yeah, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. And then they want to go overseas and run their mouth like you still in America. Yep, somebody said that song was just in my head. Yeah, this is the world right now we living in. And yep, exactly, Litmo. These female rappers are dragging you women to hell in a handbasket. Seriously.
It's been very emotional. There are some days I stay up all night crying.
They have a strict law system that is really based on theocracy.
This website warns, quote, laws and customs are very different, so be aware of your actions to ensure they don't offend while in United Arab Emirates.
You hear that? Beware of your actions. Don't you offend nobody. That means you got to be humble and respectful. That means you can't be snapping your little neck back and forth. You can't be snapping your teeth and rolling your damn eyes when you speaking to men. They don't tolerate that over there. Even if they feel offended, all they got to do is hop on the walkie-talkie and you getting hauled off out there. Straight up. Straight up. And you know what? The Gentile nations, they don't play that. Just because but they claim that we're the oppressors of them. The melanated man, somehow we oppressing y'all, but we ain't doing none of this. We don't have laws like that. This is wild. Somebody said, bring them laws to the West. Right. Facts. I don't want somebody trying to share her YouTube name. Don't do that. I'm putting you on timeout. If I wanted to promote her YouTube, I would have done that, bro. Seriously. Hey, the Marvel Lord, thanks for the $2 contribution. Says thanks for preaching the truth. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the support. Somebody said, this lady says, you speak with such contempt. No, I speak with such truth. It's just that you're not used to a man speaking direct. I'm speaking direct. The truth. You know, it's interesting how I can hold a lot of modern men accountable. A lot of videos I make, I can speak about the letter agenda. I can speak about the powers that be. I can speak about all things. But then when I speak about the evil of these women, y'all really be getting in y'all feelings, bro. That's when the support goes away. That's when y'all really get offended out here. If the shoe don't fit, why are you even in here complaining about how I speak? Do that make sense to you? Do it make sense to you to be listening to this if you in disagreement? I'm all for locking her up for raising her voice. So you may disagree or agree, it doesn't matter. This is how I feel about the situation. Yeah, they're guilty. If you're a respectful woman and you treat your man with the utmost sincere respect, and you don't have these issues in your household, when you sitting there arguing with your man, going back and forth, when he attempts to correct you or any situation like that, why are you even speaking? You know why? Because you used to dealing with things a certain way. You used to being combative and argumentative. That's what it is. A hit dog will holler. Y'all need to do better. Y'all want to brag about how y'all traveling and going different places. But if you're going to be out here traveling, going on girls' trips, just get some damn respect about yourself, because other countries ain't going to play that. They're going to lock you up in a heartbeat for being disrespectful. Straight up.
Now, after Baxter says her daughter was charged with screaming in Dubai, her passport has been taken, and the American social media influencer who works as a truck driver can't leave the UAE, according to her mom. And her mom says she's been placed under a travel ban pending the outcome of the investigation.
Damn, she been placed on a whole travel ban. She about to lose that passport. Why? For running that damn mouth. For having masculine energy. Proverbs 30:20, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. And of course, you know, they know how to show that fake femininity. You know, she's going to pop up in court being feminine, being submissive to the judge. I didn't do nothing, judge. Nah, yeah, you was in there screaming. You was in there yelling. You was in there acting like a fool. And you probably offended everybody in the building. There's probably plenty of people who've seen it, but she's gonna act like she ain't did nothing. And that's what they do. Just like y'all ladies be getting brothers out here knocked off. Y'all be bringing cousins and brothers and uncles and fathers all in situations, and you done slashed the Negro tire out. You done cussed him out. You done called his mama a B. You done took all low blows that you can take against a man. And then when something happened, you know, all of a sudden the brothers and fathers and everybody else out there, now somebody getting killed behind your wild behavior. You done took the man's clothes on the lawn and burnt all his clothes. And then when something happened and all these men get deleted, you act like you ain't done a damn thing. It was the man the whole time. Y'all getting people deleted out here with that wild, savage behavior. Real talk. Somebody said, ain't no telling what she said or what she was yelling all over them in them people country belittling them men. Right, you can't, exactly. Ecclesiastes 25:19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. All wickedness is little but the wickedness of a woman. That's why women get so upset and pissed off when you start pulling their cards. I'm with what the brother said. I wish a woman would raise her voice at me. That's it. That's it. I'm cutting her off in a heartbeat. I don't tolerate that. I don't tolerate that at all, bro. Somebody said delayed. Seriously, what are we talking about? I know everything should be streaming just fine, so I don't know what you mean by that. But I can tell you this right now, brothers. The best conflict resolution is to ignore the modern woman. When she's being combative and she's yelling, all you brothers can do is ignore them. That's the most masculine way possible to deal with them. Don't go back and forth with them. It's the demons in them. You know, they're just acting out. They're like children. You got to treat them like children, bro. Walk away, hang up, leave. Don't get physical. Don't get crazy, even though she's gonna act masculine. See, the people of Dubai, they ain't got to worry about that. They can just call the police. Serena says, do you hope these girls learn from this and find God? ... I do. It doesn't matter what I hope. The modern woman gonna do what she gonna do. It don't matter what I hope. Don't matter at all. Because most of these women gonna hear what I say and get offended. So I really don't care what they do. I'm just covering the news. To be honest with you, I don't care what they do. That's their soul on the line. If they listen to me and start to humble themselves and submit to a righteous man, then they're going to see the outcome. If they don't, I don't give a damn. Listen, let me tell you what the scripture said. The scripture says, among the men, only one of 1,000 I have found. And we're speaking in regards to the story of Moses and his brother. When they was doing a tally, they said, out of the men, 1 out of 1,000. Out of the women, I have found none. None. So I understand that this Jezebel, demonic, wild banshee, Tatiana, ratchet, wicked behavior is normal to most women. So I don't give a damn. I'm just going to speak the truth to save these brothers from getting caught up with these women. I can care less what these broads do. Because it's only going to be a very select few women who are going to turn away from this wickedness anyway. I'm not worried about that. Exactly. It's okay to have disagreements at times, but respect your differences. Exactly. Dane Doe says that. And you know what? When it comes to respecting your differences, you got to respect a man being a man and you being a woman. It's okay to have disagreements. But these women don't know how to do that. These women, listen, let me tell you something. The modern woman, she thinks like a damn dictator. It's either her way or the highway. It's either her way or temper tantrums like a child. That's the modern woman. As soon as things go left, they don't know how to control themselves. That's why this woman in jail right now. And that's what y'all women should learn, how to shut your mouth, fall back, and know how to deal with conflict. For you get hurt out here or arrested.
Media influencer who works as a truck driver can't leave the UAE, according to her mom. And her mom says she's been placed under a travel ban pending the outcome of the investigation.
It's very frightening. The longer she's been there, the more reality has started to kick in.
In our opinion, she did not commit a crime. Don't punish women for doing the same thing.
In our opinion, she did not commit a crime. It don't matter what your opinion is, lawyer man. You in their country. It don't matter what your damn opinion is. Matter of fact, as a black man, you should have your own country, your own nation. You can't change their rules, champ. In our opinion, she didn't break no rules. Well, according to their law, she broke the damn law. She broke the law. And she got what she got, bruh. She shouldn't have been running her damn mouth when that man was talking. Straight up. And if she was in disagreement with what was going on, that's what you deal with it with wisdom. Or you have a man with you who can actually have conflict resolution. Because one thing about men, we respect each other. We don't just go up in places yelling. Real men don't just jump to yelling and screaming. Real men practice discipline when dealing with situations that we may be in disagreement with. We're just trying to find a resolution. We're just trying to find a resolution. All right, Playboy, look, we done wrecked the car. How can we deal with this amicable? What's the next steps that we take? Look, my ID was in there, this, that, and the third. We deal with things respectfully. We don't go in there screaming. We understand we in a whole nother country. And listen, take this from somebody who has traveled. I've been to Africa, I've been to Jamaica, I've been outside the country multiple times. And I know how to move. And when situations happen, which many situations take place when we overseas. But if you don't know how to handle it, and you don't know how to have respect for the places you at, then you're in some trouble. Because you pretty much in no man's land. So you got to know how to deal. Seriously. Listen to this dude here, man. Listen to him.
Investigation.
It's very frightening. The longer she's been there, the more reality has started to kick in.
In our opinion, she did not commit a crime. Don't punish women for doing the same thing a man can do.
Well, a woman can't do what a man can do. Don't punish a woman for doing the same thing a man can do. See, that's the problem right there. Y'all think we equal, huh? Is this what we thinking? Is that what we thinking? Oh, you think that we equal? Oh, somebody better spread the word. Somebody said, I think it's in a woman's DNA. Hold up, that one skipped. In the DNA to test the nature of a man. Crazy though. Right. Max says he don't even believe what he's saying. LOL. Nah, he's just a lawyer. He's just trying to get to that bag. Let me see. Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's continue.
The more reality has started to kick in.
In our opinion, she did not commit a crime. Don't punish women for doing the same thing a man can do in Dubai. It's not fair and it's not right.
Well, that's their country. Ain't nothing you can do about that. And a man wouldn't have dealt with it like that, especially a man from America who already know that we just can't go in public acting a fool. We definitely not going to go into another country acting a fool. You got to be crazy.
Now, the 29-year-old does now have an attorney there in Dubai, and her mom says she's told that she could face jail time because there is surveillance video of her screaming. Now, we have...
Oh, oh man, I know that surveillance video ain't no joke. I can't wait till they release the video. When they gonna release that video? Yep. I mean, guess what? Guess what was going around there on that video? She was going scorched earth. All you're gonna see is this woman wilding out. She was probably in this man's face. Listen, you notice how they preparing us for the video. They like, yo, she could face jail time. There was a surveillance video. She probably was knocking stuff off the desk. Just straight wilding, bro. Yeah, she was acting like an undomesticated wild animal. That's what she was acting like. And them people was like, oh, hell no. Do you know where you at? Pointing fingers, the whole nine. Yeah, I hope it's an audio visual too. Yep. Somebody said her friend came out and showed. Oh, snap. Hold up. Hold on. Let me see what they said. Her friend came out and showed a video of her being violent. Wow. I don't doubt it. I could listen. It only take me all but 5 seconds to look at these women these days and tell which ones are a damn flight risk. Somebody said he said she pulled a knife out on someone in the Airbnb. Are you serious? Let me see if I can find that. Hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on. Send me that link, brother. If you got that video, send it to me on Instagram. Send me that video on IG right now, bro. Send that joint right now, fam. Because this is what I'm talking about, bro. Y'all be giving them too much headspace to wild out. And then when the brothers speak directly on how evil it is for a woman to be this way, everybody want to say, Newbury, you being too harsh. Do you know how many men are getting beat on right now? You know how many men are being abused right now? Because you can't put your hands on them, fellas. But you know how many women start off by yelling at a brother? And now she's slapping you all upside your damn head every night. You let her get away with that. Now she hitting you with inanimate objects. She throwing hot grease on you, cutting you. You know why? Because if you let these women get an inch, she gonna take a damn mile from you. And they're gonna run loose and destroy society. That's why Dubai don't play that. Look how clean Dubai is. Look how clean Dubai is. You don't see no trash in the streets. The women look well behaved and modest. You know why? Because they don't play them games. They don't let them women rise up against them. It's against the damn law. You only get away with that in the Western world, talking any kind of way to a man, because the law is on your side. And that's what they go to. You know what? The law on my side. Guess what? You're going to go right to hell with the law. You're going to be right in hell with them. And now they want to play games with my connection. Sirach 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Exactly. Let's stop playing. Somebody said, Bree, this video is epic. Let me see if he sent me that video. Hold on. Let me see if he sent me that joint. Give me a moment. Because if he sent me that video of her being violent, that's more evidence right there that she got a pattern of wild behavior. Hold on real quick. I don't see it. So I don't know if the brother, maybe he sent a request. Hold on. I think I found it. Hey, bro, hold on. Let me see. Bro, what's your name, bro? Yep, Daily Edification posting them scripts. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. Facts. Somebody said, play it. I don't know where the brother at. I don't know if he made that. That brother must have made that up, bro. That's why, I always double check and triple check. Because as soon as I said send the proof, he disappeared. Somebody said it's just a short clip of her wilding. But what's your name on Instagram so I can find it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Cuz talking about. If you're gonna tell me it's a video like that, I'm gonna need to see that. Yeah, these bras be dysfunctional as hell. And then you want to go overseas and think you can do the same thing over here. You making raise up on your baby daddy like that, or raise up on the men around you like that, or talk to people in the McDonald's and fast food restaurants like that. But you can't go to Dubai thinking you're gonna just tweak out. Let's see.
Have reached out to the U.S. and the UAE embassies. Will government officials step in and give her assistance?
No, the government gonna leave your black ass over there. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna leave you right on up over there. So he said she had no correction, so she has no wrongs. She had no correction, so she. What does that even mean? They wrecked. Listen, they wrecked them people car, and them people wanted their money, and she tweaked out because things wasn't done the same way they're done here. And she was wilding, and there's video footage. And I'm speaking on correction because often in relationships within the states, one of the biggest problems a lot of melanated people have in relationships is these women believe they're above correction. They believe that they are the image of perfection when they have many flaws. They think they can do no wrong. And when a man corrects them, these women don't even know how to handle it. And I'm gonna tell you, it don't even matter how respectful, how direct and precise you brothers correct these women or even attempt to. You know, they're gonna wild out. And this is why I tell brothers all the time, bro. This is why I say, man, don't take these women as no wife. They're not wives. It just is what it is. They're not wives. Don't do it. Because the moment you even try to do right by them, you're gonna get basically Keke Palmer. He'll get Keke Palmer. Now this broad on stage. Okay, he said he sent it. All right, I'm gonna look that up. Now this broad Keke Palmer, she on stage talking about she don't need no ninja, and her son gave her ass. Her son gave her ass. She on stage rapping, talking about her son gave her ass. Just the levels of insecurity, just the levels of insanity. All because that man wanted this woman to be a wife. That's what happened. That's what happens, bro. That's why at this point, it ain't even no point of trying to help them. Like, forget all that. If a woman righteous, she gonna know to come with. Listen. If a woman righteous, she gonna know to come at you righteous men with respect. You ain't gonna have to try to make her submit. You ain't gonna try to make her humble or dress accordingly. Let me tell you something. If a woman really into you and she dressing a certain way when you meet her, she gonna change that because her spirit ain't gonna let her. You ain't even have to say nothing. She gonna be like, you know what? I'm really into this dude. I can't disrespect him. Her spirit is gonna change. You shouldn't even have to try, bro. These women know they wrong. It's like they know they wrong, bro. If she wife material, it's certain things you don't even have to say. They just gonna automatically submit. It ain't nothing you gotta tell them. They know when they dressing like hoochie mamas. They know when they doing things for attention. You brothers be trying to change them and baby, you know why you gotta do this, and baby, you know the Bible says that. Dude, these bras know what the hell the Bible say. They don't care. They didn't choose the Bible. They chose Satan. They know what the Bible say. Yeah, their guilty conscience would allow them to submit to you because they'll know they're wrong. She won't be able to disrespect you. Let me see. The brother said he got the video. Let me see. I can pull that up. I think a young lady sent it to me. Oh, snap. Oh man, yeah. Yep, this lady. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate it. She sent me the video. Oh snap. Oh man. Oh man. See. Y'all just ain't gonna be able to defend this. Y'all just can't defend it.
Still awaiting responses.
Oh, this don't look good for her case. This do not look good. Oh damn. Hold on. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. Y'all give me one moment. Let Let me see. Okay, so it's giving me, I don't know what kind of link this is. Hold on one moment. All right, for some reason. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. The sassy trucker. Yeah, I guess y'all gonna know her name now. The sassy trucker got sassy at an Airbnb to record a call channel. Oh man.
Don't think you're gonna talk shit. I'm gonna act like that. And run off. I'm gonna act like that. Cause you're a bitch. Bitch. No.
There go your black queen. There go your black queen. Not my queens. She got her cheeks all out. Hey, Ecclesiastes 26 and 25, bro. Ecclesiastes 26 and 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. How many of these women fearing the Lord? Yo, shout out to Mark the Messenger, bro. Thanks for the $20 contribution. 1 Timothy 5 and 14 and 5 and 15. It says, I will therefore that the younger woman marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. For some are already turned aside after Satan. Wow. I wish I had my sound deck, because that's a thunderbolt right there. That is nothing but the truth. And that is how a commendable, respectful young lady should be. She should bear children, guide the household, not try to be adversal and not speak reproachfully. That's not in your position to reproach. That's what you have a husband for. But you got these grown women calling grown men bees with their butt cheeks out. Yeah, this is your social media personality that all y'all gonna defend. No matter how much evidence I bring out, I'm gonna be the bad guy. No matter how much brothers speak truth, I'm gonna be the bad guy. I get it. But look, watch your queen. Hold on.
You're a bitch. Bitch. No.
There go your sassy trucker.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Breaking Truckers.
You wanted to be in the game, right? Talk shit. I'm gonna act like that. And run off. I'm gonna act like that. Cause you're a bitch. Bitch. No.
Oh man. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. I mean, it's getting wild, y'all. So I guess she was bringing the same type of energy to Dubai. She's bringing that same type of energy to Dubai. April Hoddington says at her, like she's a prostitute woman in Dubai. Do not act like women in America. And she didn't try to make herself fit in at all. That's disrespectful. She's a tourist. Definitely not a traveler. I don't understand what you mean by any of that. Act at her like she's a prostitute in Dubai. I don't know what she was doing in Dubai. I simply said what these women tend to do in Dubai is go sell that for JJ. They go over there and do what they do. They go over there and trick off, get tricked on. You know what I'm saying? But it's clear to me that this woman does, like my boy Lucas said, she has a major malfunction. It's clear to me. I mean, you're sitting here watching her. Is she acting like a respectable woman to you? She got her cheeks all out and she's calling a grown man a bee. It looks like she's in there fighting this dude. It looks like she's fighting him physically. You can hear the commotion. You can see it through the window. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, you just can't really make this up.
Yo, that's going crazy, bro. Yo, what are you doing?
As you guys know, I am continuing to follow the sassy situation. Sassy situation. Of course.
I know they ain't playing my finagle. I'm gonna have to lay low. Secret agents on the hey, come on, man. They can't be playing my track, bro. But I mean, hey, listen, the proof is right there. The proof is right there. I mean, what more do y'all need to see? Now the video gonna be released of her acting like a savage. And then what y'all gonna have to say? So you got all these ladies who came in acting like I was jumping to conclusions and I was somehow showing hatred for the BW. And then come to find out she really is out here acting like a monkey out here, like a wild monkey, like a baboon with the red butt cheeks. She really out here being masculine. She really out here being combative. She really out here trying to square up with men. She really out here pulling weapons in Airbnbs. She really believed that she is on one of them damn reality shows. I mean, damn. Ass out the panties. Come on, what's going on here? What's going on here? I mean, hey, listen. This is what's going on. That's why Proverbs 31:10 says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. It's literally talking about who can find a woman who's virtuous and righteous in this time. Who can find that? I'm telling you, bro. Just Joy says, I am amazed that these females out here still sleep. They have been handed over to strong delusion. She asking for it. Absolutely. And now she's in jail for this behavior. Now she's in jail. She's incarcerated. She's been in there for months. So it ain't no telling what she went over there and did in Dubai. Ain't no telling. It's really no telling.
The sassy. A lot of stuff is now coming out. Okay. So until we actually get the video of the confrontation between her and the sales rep or the rental car rep or anything like that.
I mean, isn't this just embarrassing, bro? Isn't this just embarrassing to have footage of you out there like that? I mean, and then you got the mother and the lawyer acting like she's this wholesome woman who's being targeted and just being punished unfairly overseas. You know, isn't this something how somebody always come to the defense of the BW, no matter how she acts? It's just amazing to me. They can act demonically savage as possible, but there's always going to be somebody to come in, fly in with a cape and say, oh, no, you ain't do nothing wrong. These women are spoiled rotten, bro. The panties look ratchet. The mind frame is ratchet. I mean, what's going on here? She got them little Dollar General panties on. She out here on camera knucking and bucking at a man. Call him a B word. And nobody see no problem with that. Nobody see no problem with her rising up on a man. Now, what if that man would have got physical with her because he felt threatened? To be honest with you, anybody should feel threatened at a woman who don't even care about having Dollar General panties on, you know, darting at a man with a weapon, being loud and obnoxious, looking like somebody off a crime mob, anybody should feel threatened by that. But if that man would have said, oh man, this woman acting crazy, she darting at me, man, and he just hit her with a 2-piece and a biscuit, guess what? He going under the jail. He going under the jail. And everybody's going to talk about how she was a victim. Why? Because she felt empowered. I mean, hey, that's the times we living in.
I'm gonna reserve, leave a little bit of reservation they don't want you to see. And I thought it was the video. I thought it was the confrontation video. I thought it was the video between her and the rental car agent. I was like, yeah, let's go. But it was another video.
See, nobody had corrected her with all this behavior she been doing, pulling knives, knucking at men, calling them B words, rising up. Nobody corrected her. But guess what? The Most High corrected her, threw her right in the slammer where she belongs. Hey, you can feel how you want to feel. It is what it is. I think I covered this story thorough enough. I got more content coming. Like, dislike, subscribe, unsubscribe. I don't care. Share, don't share. Tell a friend, don't tell a friend. Be angry, don't be angry. Learn from it, don't learn from it. I don't give a damn. This is another video. Till next time, brothers and sisters, shalom and peace.